What if I told you Jesus commanded his followers to eat his flesh and drink his blood? No metaphors, no sugarcoating. That's exactly what he said, and it left people horrified. This is one of the most shocking statements Jesus ever made. In John 6:53 to 58, he tells his followers, "Whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I will raise them up at the last day. For my flesh is real food, and my blood is real drink." Wait, what? Did Jesus just tell people to eat his body and drink his blood? For those of you who will defend this passage with, "It's about communion," he's foreshadowing the Lord's Last Supper, bread and wine, not literal flesh. Here's the breakdown with context. Timing. John 6 happens early to midway in Jesus' ministry. He's in Galilee, feeding the 5,000, walking on water, and teaching in Capernaum. This is before the Last Supper, which is when the bread and wine communion thing kicks off, in Luke 22:7 through 20. Text evidence. In John 6, there's no bread-breaking ceremony. There's no "this is my body" moment. Jesus just fed the crowd with loaves and fish, then hits them with "eat my flesh, drink my blood" out of nowhere. No ritual, no wine on the table, just a synagogue crowd reeling. Reaction proof. The Jews argue, "How can this man give us his flesh to eat?" Disciples call it hard and bounce. If communion existed, they'd connect the dots, not freak out like it's cannibal talk. Communion's a later church thing. 1 Corinthians 11:23 to 25. Paul, post-Jesus, ties it to the Last Supper, not this moment. In John 6, Jesus isn't handing out wafers. He's demanding they consume him, raw and unprocessed. Why didn't Jesus just keep it clean with the words "bread of life"? Instead, he went disturbingly literal with his words to the point where many disciples abandoned Jesus that day because they couldn't accept his words. This indeed is a tyrannical, dark perspective from Jesus. It's his way or nothing. Eat him or lose eternal life. No negotiation, no empathy for their shock, just a hardline decree. Drop your thoughts below and follow God's maniac wrath for more shocking and unfiltered Bible breakdowns.